Okay, time for some man time. If you take a little girl and you want to play with her and she's having a good time by herself, she doesn't want to be bothered. If you walk off for about 20 feet from her and you start having the time of your life, she'll gradually move towards you. She'll put down what she's doing to come over to see what all the fuss is about. Most men experience this at home with their wives or with their girlfriends or their fiancés. If you're watching the television show that you like and you seem to be having too much fun and that attention is not focused on her, she'll come over to see what you're watching. And she'll want to watch it with you. If you're enjoying a meal or drink that you like and she doesn't have one, even though she probably said she didn't want one, what she'll eventually do is want to taste it. This means all you have to do to get a female to submit is ignore her and enjoy yourself. Most of us don't know where this comes from. This is because females are sustainers. Males are creators. Everything that females do to have a good time or to have a good feeling were created by males. I know. Call it what you must. Yeah. So what I learned is females don't have a problem with submitting. They have a problem with selecting. This means they don't know how to vet because they don't have emotional intelligence. Not that they're not capable of it. They just haven't developed it. This means they're immature. You see, maturity is a process that is not comfortable. It's painful because you have to break your mind. Most people who mature go through a stage of depression. They experience severe anxiety. Yeah, you have to break out of what you were taught as children so that you can actually learn reality as an adult. Adults give, children receive. And so when you fall in love with receiving, you don't fall in love with giving. What happens is you become more and more disappointed the older you get. Because people start to treat you different the older you get. People start to require more from you the older you get. People start to expect more of you the older you get. So most times you all don't mature, ladies. This is why you don't realize that even though you think you don't submit, you do. You just submit your bodies, but not your life and your mind. Which is then a false sense of reality because your mind and your life is attached to your body. This is why you let men inside of you. Sometimes raw, most times raw. So you'll mix your DNA with him. You'll have his baby, but you won't be his wife. You'll expect him to contribute to your life, but you don't expect to contribute to his. And you think it's supposed to be that way because he's a man, he's a male. Yeah, I know. No, that has nothing to do with manhood. That is the lie that you were taught as a child. But how can the person who is not generous tell someone else they're supposed to be generous? How can someone who says that they're the same as males don't want to be the same as males or refuse to be the same as males when it comes to giving, to generosity? You know, when you expect someone to help you and contribute to your life and your decisions, but you don't want to help and contribute to theirs, that makes you a robber, a liar, a deceiver, a taker. Which then means what they do for you is not a gift. It is not generosity. It's forced. Submission. Some of you will submit your body and not even know that submission is permission. So if you don't submit, you're refusing to give permission. Well, I have news for you. Submission and permission are directly linked. You can't have one without the other. And then when you give permission, you have to give admission. So submission is nothing more than admission in your life, admission into your space, into your life, into your body. You know, when you want someone to do something for you, when you want someone to be something for you, when you want someone to give something kind to you, you have to permit and admit them. So your lack of submission means you're refusing to allow a person to be kind to you, to be generous to you, to be helpful, assisting, and assuring to you. And I assure you, that means you're fucking yourselves. I know, because you won't let go of the young child state of mind, the young daughter state of mind. You know, my parents gave, so everybody else is supposed to give. When what your mother was doing was giving, not receiving from you. When what your father was doing was giving, not receiving from you. So they were teaching you to give, not to receive. What you're doing is you're making yourself a bitch. And as we all know, bitches have no generosity. Bitches are not friends. And they're impossible to deal with long term. Fight it if you must. Deny it if you will. It's your life. Go ahead and destroy it. We don't care. But what do I know? I only know that everything that I'm telling you will work for you if you work it right. And if you don't, you'll end up lonely, unfulfilled, and harboring your old grown adult children, just like many of your mothers do. To know your future, look at your past. Your father and mother are your past. Anywho, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let's get the conversation started. I'd like to hear how you and the way that you are biasly, partially submitting works better for you in the long run. And until next time, man time out.